Hope you're all doing well and staying safe from this coronavirus. Kevin and I are continuing with the van build, and I thought I'd show you what we've been doing. Come on. So I started painting the bulkhead wall, and I haven't painted this door yet. We have a pool that's coming, and we'll take that door off when we install that, and I'll paint at that time. I also did some painting up in that area there in the loft area, but I wanted to show you the drawers. Kevin started putting all the fronts on, and these pulls. We use magnetic latches, which are 20-pound magnets, and it's pretty strong. Hopefully it'll be enough. Otherwise we can go with a stronger magnet. We have the soft close doors here, magnetic latches again. The refrigerator slide out, I'm not going to put handles on here because when I use it as a bench seat, I don't want the handles, hitting the back of my legs. So this still has to be beveled out. That's something we're going to be working on today because I can't hardly get my fingers in there right now. But we just did this little opening here, and we'll be able to get our hand in there and pull on it. We did do a test drive, and to see how well these magnets, these are 40-pound magnets, how well they held up, and it does still come open. So we're trying to figure out what we're going to do there. If we're going to switch these magnets out for a different type of latch, or if we're going to put pins here, or these handles here are going to be different. I'm making some handles that utilize these same knobs, but are going to actually be handles, and I'll show you that later in the video. So the reason I'm telling you that is that if those are handles, we can always put a rod across here too, so that's an option. Just figuring it out as we go here. This pantry area, this cabinet's a little strong. Hopefully it'll not be quite as strong once there's weight in there, because sometimes I have trouble opening it. But a magnet's just a 20-pound magnet, but for some reason that one's adjusted just right, and it's holding good. But I'm really happy with how it looks. I like that sort of minimalist flat front across there. And we still have upper cabinets we have to do, but that'll be later after we get the walls on and everything. Today we're going to, as I said, bevel this out, and we have a drawer face that's got to go on here still. And so it'll look like these, only the difference will be is that it's inset a little bit instead of overlapping the face, like these do here. Instead it'll be inset. Let's see. Oh, we did these latches. These are just slam latches. I'm still gotta finish painting, of course. But we still have to kind of give them a little push there. But they work really well. So the way these work is that when you lift up on this, you see this little latch here? It pulls it down, and there's a plate that when it's in the down position and this is up, that it goes behind back here. And so once it closes, lift up, opens, and then it's latched, and it's not going to come open. So if all goes well today, we will have this beveled out, finish up these handles, and put the drawer face on.
That's good. I
I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but this isn't completely straight across here. It actually bows a little bit. So what we're doing is cutting the top of the drawer face and then sanding it down in order to sort of conceal that it is a little off square.
That's pretty good.
So what Kevin's doing now is lining it up, and he's going to mount it using the handle. And then after that, he'll put screws in from the back.
That's it. He wants to screw.
I always need to get a few of them loose.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Came out nice.
I think so.
Looks good.
It's two of them. It sits flush.
Yeah, this is gonna work well.
So what we gotta do is replace this with this after we get these glued in. It's gonna go over there actually. This one's gonna go over here. Like that. This I'm gonna spin, I think, down so it matches this one.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna look good. That's good. So what do you guys think of my handles? They work really well. You can really kind of get a good grip. I basically took a branch from my jacaranda tree that grows in the front yard, and it was one that was already down in dry so it shouldn't shrink anymore. I used these knobs here and drilled a hole into these and attached them with liquid nails, which they're really strong. There's no way they're coming off of there. As a matter of fact, to take that off, I'd probably break this wood up. This one over here. Now I can get my hands around here to pull this open a lot easier. I couldn't hardly open it before using just this little knob because that magnet is really strong. But this gives kind of that earthy element that is just more me, I think. And I'm going to probably paint the fronts of these, which will make these stand out and contrast a little more. But they turned out just like I wanted. I want to show you guys what I have growing in my garden. I wasn't planning to do a lot of these annual vegetables this year because we've been so busy with the van build. But with the pandemic coming, I thought, you know, I better get some fresh produce growing. So let me show you. It's a little late in the year for a lot of this. So I'm just hopeful that it's going to do okay, as the temperatures are definitely already rising. But I'm already having some caterpillar damage with the Mizuna here. You can see all this was Mizuna and it's been eaten, but seems like it's starting to get under control now, so I think that's okay. I don't like to use pesticides, so I haven't put anything on it, even organic pesticides. Bunch of sweet potato over there. Some little tomatoes. Let's come around this way. These just kind of popped up from some tomatoes that I threw over here. And there's some mixed in here which will kind of grow out through these sweet potato. And over here, I have some kale, just starting. A lot of weeds, constantly having to weed. But some cantaloupe through here, a little bit of okra that will come up in between the cantaloupe. Some of them really taking off. Carrot. I have carrot here and a little bit on this side. These got washed out a little bit. I have some things planted here that haven't come up yet. Over here I have more of the Mizuna and some tatsoi. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Back here I have a bunch of okra. I put it at the back because it gets a little taller. Quite a bit taller actually. This is Borneo okra and they get huge pods on them. They can get to be about that long, but they're good up to about 8 inches, which is pretty good. They stay tender, I mean, at that. Grow really well here, right all through the summer. Some potatoes. Definitely late in the year for those, but they seem like they're doing well. I'm surprised how well things are doing for this time of year and having just started them. Here I have long beans, and I'm gonna probably take these tomato cages out. It's not what I had at the moment and I put them in, but I want to get some poles that they can run up in here instead. Right now they're serving to kind of keep everything in place because in between here you can see I have tomatillas coming up, and by putting them on poles and staking the poles out a little further, that'll open up light for these tomatillas. Arugula coming to seed on both sides here. Parsley, mint, Thai basil. Over here, there's some oregano over there, as well as over here, which is getting shaded right now. from this. It seems to benefit from a little bit of shade. Here I have some of the tatsoi. I love these little salad greens. I planted a bunch of sunflower seeds over here. I also planted some over there, but the seed was really old and I don't think it's going to come up. There's one coming up over there, so that means these should be coming up, but they're not. Seminole pumpkin. These will grow into the hotter temperatures, so as long as I don't get any caterpillar damage on them, or a lot of caterpillar damage. I haven't gotten any yet. They'll be fine. Or mildew. I don't want to get the downy mildew on here either. I see a sign of some of that starting. We'll see. More sweet potatoes everywhere. I have some roselle coming up. I just kind of harvest these seeds every year and spread them around. I have some roselle. I have cranberry hibiscus here. I'm hoping, and over there I have a bunch of cranberry hibiscus. So hopefully they won't cross-pollinate. I don't know if they do or not. Maybe some of you guys do. But I suspect I'll probably try to cross-pollinate, being so close. I may pull some. Oh, ginger, just starting to come up. I have some turmeric over here that hasn't come up yet this year. Here and over there I have some more, but more okra growing through here. Here I have a bunch of stuff planted that I'm not sure if it's coming up or if that's weeds. I think this is some more tomatillos here. I planted a bunch of jalapeno peppers here, but they haven't come up. I didn't point them out over there, but I do have some bird pepper coming up over there. Maybe I'll show those to you here in a bit. Let's see. Pigeon pea, and then I have some more pigeon pea planted over there that's just starting to emerge. More tomatoes. These are all tomatoes here. And they get the light from that direction, so the pigeon pea is behind them. So I think they'll do okay. And then the pigeon pea can actually act as kind of a trellis too, if I want to use them as such. Lots of Thai basil. I got Thai basil coming up everywhere. And then here's some purple basil over here. This is Malabar spinach, and it will trail all through here. It's starting to take off now, and it'll grow through the summer. So I'll show you the bird pepper, but it's not a lot of stuff growing yet. I'm gonna keep planting. Even if I'm gone by the time it's harvestable, at least I'll know it's here, and who knows how long this thing will last. And I want to make sure I have food. Everything's grown organically, meaning I don't use any animal inputs, added animal inputs. Of course, there's animals that come through. Last year, I had a rabbit come through and take out a lot of stuff. But I don't know, I like to share. So, cilantro coming up right here, more basil, and the little peppers are too close together, so I'm going to transplant those, but they're coming up here, and I'll probably take this out so it's not in the way of them. I think what happened here, I planted them in a row, and because this is like a slope, I think that the seeds floated down there together. So I'm going to plant some more of them now that I know the seed is good. Because I didn't buy any new seed this year. I just used stuff I had on hand. But yeah, I like my garden. I'm glad I got it started. Took a little, I guess it took this to motivate me, but small, but it's going to expand. So I think we're done for the day. Kevin got this beveled out, and now it opens really nice. I can get my hands in there. It's starting to rain, so the gardens will be happy. Next time, we're probably going to start laying the flooring on the loft and maybe do the furring strips for the walls. Just going to keep moving along. So thank you for watching.